Gently opening the eyes. On your next exhale, rounding the back, dropping the head, sliding hands. On your inhale, arching the back, lifting chest, squeezing shoulder blades, elbows back, looking up. Take that twice more. Just moving the movable parts. After you finish your next one where you've arched the back, then settle to the middle. Left hand to right knee, right hand to right buttock, turning shoulders and head as you exhale. Inhale back center. Exhale, turn. Inhale, center. And exhale, turn. One more. Inhale, center. And exhale, turn. Inhale, center. Exhale, arms hang, side bending, leaning to the right. Floating that left elbow, maybe even the left hand. Possibly full reach. And then release. Switch. And release. One more each. And go back to center. Shoulder blades, right side, shrug, and release. Left side, shrug. Release. One more single shrug. So we're reclaiming our bodies, right? Reclaiming the moving parts, the brain reaching out, saying, okay, that's an elevation of the shoulder blade, that's depression. Now both at the same time. Elevate and release. And just make sure the moving part is just the shoulder blades, right? Just slide up. The arms come along for the ride, but I'm not doing anything in the arms. They're just along for the ride. Once more. And release down. Now bring your legs close together. Right shoulder blade forward, up, back, down. That's protract, elevate, retract, depress. Continue. Smoothing, this idea of polishing, right? Polishing your brain-body connections. Then we go the other way. Back, up, forward, down. So that's retract, elevate, protract, depress. And again, the arm is along for the ride. You might think I'm moving my arm, My arm is doing whatever it's doing because I'm moving the shoulder blade and I'm relaxed in the arm. Last one. Switching arms. Protract. Elevate. Retract. Depress. Make sure it's the shoulder blade moving. That's in your back. Protract. Elevate. Retract. Depress. That's the root of our arm is the blade. The reason we don't all move correctly with it is because the shoulder blade, we can't see it. It's in our back. So it's easy to not even know it exists. And then it gets tight, and then it affects the head and neck. It affects the arm. It affects the mid-back as well. Switch directions. We go back, up, roll it forward, down. Continue. Let's double up now. Leaning slightly forward. Shrug, come up over the top and back and drape down. Forward. Up, over, and back. Forward. Up, over, and back. Forward, up, over, and back. Now we're letting those elbows come along for the ride a little more, but my wrists are just limp, right? So they're just rolling along and falling softly. Last one. Other direction. So letting the palms face forward, up, and then there's this roll around, sort of like a wrapping around, and then down. Back, up and over. 2 more. And finished. And then lastly, right side, left side, right side, left side, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Switch, forward, right, left. Just running those shoulder blades through that protract, retract, elevate, protract, release, down, right? Just feeling that full cycle and finished. Sink cheetah belly, that little close. And then slide your hands out. Now step your feet a little wider than hip distance. Hang that right arm and take your left hand to right knee, lean, and circle, 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 circle. Get larger circle, circle, circle. Possibly larger still, and if it feels good, then sit upright and bring the arm up in front, up over top, behind, down, up, over, around. And let it hang. Other direction, circle, circle, circle. So the same arm, different direction, larger, larger still, and then possibly sitting up and circle, circle, circle. Remember, it doesn't go very far behind at all. We don't crank it, but we let it really circle out in front, sort of like you're throwing that hand out over top. And finish. Other side. Place right hand on left knee, hang the arm, circle. Start small, larger, larger still. Possibly then sitting upright and bringing the hand in front, up over to the side, and then down slightly behind. And then again, it's up, over, slightly behind, down and through. Circle, 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 and let it hang. And lean over, other direction, same arm, larger, possibly sitting up now, full circle. And hang. Now bring the legs close together. Let's try both. Circle. Larger. Larger still. Possibly now sitting upright. Circle. Back of hands close to each other on the way up. Circle. Arms do not crank behind our body though. They come softly down, but then forward. Circle. And then let them hang. Lean forward a little bit. Circle. Inward. Larger. Larger still. And then sitting up, they go just a little behind and quite a bit in front. Soft. How soft can you be, especially right here when they go down? Can they be released completely? Soft. And then let them. Now, elbows, fold, and reverse. Fold, and reverse. Just soft and easy elbows. One more. This time, hold the bent elbow position, make soft fists. Chicken wing, down, elbows, squeeze. Chicken wing up, squeeze. Chicken wing up. Really try and squeeze the elbows together. Crush something between them. Feel that. Elbows back. Elbows forward and up. Hands go past the neck. Can you maybe even point your elbows up? And then down. Pull back. Down and into forward and up. Down and back. And release. Bend your elbows. Have your palms just at this level here, 90-degree angle. And turn palms down, turn palms up. Pronation and supination of the forearms. So we already know that one. Now we add to that. Open your hands away from each other out to the side, keeping your elbows sort of glued into your sides. Notice that's external rotation in the shoulder. And then when you bring the hands close to each other, that's internal rotation in the shoulder. So do that a couple of times. Now, hands stay open here, up with the hands, pronate, hands come over, and then down in between your legs till they're almost straight, and then up, roll open, and out. So we're putting all that together to make for a smooth, controlled transition. One more. Now keep your right hand where it is. Left hand comes all the way over and all the way back. So somewhat exaggerated. Circles. Feel the circle of the arm bone and the shoulder, the forearms and the hand bones. All that together. Last one. And then both come up and over, down. Relax your shoulders, elbows, neck, head, everything. Float the hands up, turn the palms up. Remember this one here. fold at the wrists, drop the hands through, and then point the fingers forward again, spin. Fold, point through, spin. Can you get that to just circle? And we take that one step further. As the hands come folding back, elbows stay bent, we dive the hands through and then extend out. So we should be an internal rotation here and then spin. Fold, bend elbows, fold, dive the hands in through the middle. See how the back of the hands are touching here. And I dive them down somewhat and out. And spin. So again, notice we're going in, fold, and through, back out. Spin. Fold. Straight through. Back. Lean into it. Lean back. Lean into it. Spin. Lean back. And switching, turn, offer, spin, down, spin, so then that just flows, offer, it's got a spiral as we come through, offer, spiral as we come through. And then put the whole movement into it. Out, spin, in to out, spin, in to out, spin, in to out. All the spiral channels, the joints getting very interesting experience of themselves. Right, the brain tracking this, and last one, down. Let your arms swing. Now, we bring these soft, relaxed hands up right in front of the chest like so. Out, still soft and relaxed, all the way straight, and then drop. Let them swing till they come to stillness. Float up. Drop. Two more. One more. Put it all together. Open. Pull the elbows behind slightly. Lift the chin and chest. Hands come up, tiger claw into a soft fist, and then wrap, squeeze, pulling down, bowing the head. Let's do that again. Elbows flare out, sort of like chicken wings. Then they spiral. And then we pull back. And then we go up and claw to a fist, wrap, squeeze, bow. Two more. One more. And release down. Hands resting. Turn the head to the right. Back to center. Turn the head to the left. Right. Left. Continue. So notice this is just what we would call the horizon, right? We're just looking along the horizon. Now, the next time you turn to your right, drop the chin just slightly. Then when you come back across the middle, look slightly up, lift the chin slightly. And then when you look to the left, chin goes down a little bit. Looking up, the chin goes up across and then down slightly. Up in front, down to the side. Up in front, down to the side, up in front, down to the side. So we're getting that little semicircle of the skull. Now, look slightly down in front, chin stays down, but look slightly up to the side. Chin goes up. Then down in front, up to the side. Down in the front, up to the side. Continue. Couple more. And then back to that first one, the horizon, just right across the horizon. You might even notice you have a little more range than you did when you first started it. And then we're back to the middle. Now, the next one is a slight bit tricky, ear to shoulder, but that doesn't mean lift your shoulder. Just let the ear drop and then do that to the other side. Sort of like the puppy dog thing that they do, right? Where they turn their head sideways. Now, put it all together. We go right ear towards shoulder. Then the chin goes up as we let the head fall back a little bit. We roll it around to the other side, let the left ear be dropping towards shoulder, and then chin down in front as the head rolls around in front. Then roll right into ear to shoulder, chin up as we roll it around to the other side, ear to other shoulder, chin down in front as we roll through. Continue. So with this exercise, you want to start small. So you're basically making just these small circles, but they can grow over time. Let's just do about 4 more. You might hear little twangs and sounds of the tissue and bone sort of changing their relationship to each other. That's okay, especially when you're not cranking it with violent effort. You're just softly kind of exploring range. That's a good way to do it. Now on this last one, let your chin go down in front, stay there. Then, like someone's pulling your head up from the crown, let your head float up. Let's go the other way. So drop the left ear first to the shoulder, then chin goes up as you let your head go back a little. Roll it around. Right ear to shoulder, and then chin down in front as you roll it through. And then ear to other shoulder, falling back and around. And forward. And through. Continue. Circles. Circles. About 3 more. Maybe they're getting a little larger with each round. Last one. And we let the head hang in front. And then like it's being drawn up by a string, all the way up, sink the cheek. And scoot to the back of your chair. Scoot the butt back, legs, chamber, down, chamber, down. Make your Tai Chi fists, chamber, down, chamber, down. Now, chamber push, chamber down, chamber push, chamber down, push, down, push, down. Now push and hold, point, flex, point, flex. Continue. Then evert, invert. Then inward circles. Outward circles. And down. Chamber the left, push, point, flex. Evert, invert. Inward circles. Outward circles. And rechamber and down. Scoot to the edge of your chair, all the way forward, most of your leg off the chair. Lift left ball of foot, swivel open. Place the ball of foot down, lift the heel, swivel closed. Swivel open with the toe, swivel close with the heel, swivel open and pause, and let's walk it back in. Move from the hip, the whole leg as one unit. Notice that the pelvis and other leg are pretty much unmoving, stable. One more. Hold. Massage that inner thigh, out to the knee. Walk it in. Other leg. Walk it out. Pelvis and other leg are pretty much stable units. And that right leg is liberated, moving, opening and closing. Reclaiming ability to command these basic movements. Go ahead, hold open. And walk it in. Neutral. Now we go legs close together. Open, closed, open and hold. And then closed, open, closed. Again. Pelvis not moving. And neutral. Now, the pelvis is the moving part. Hinge. And reverse. Again, hinge. And reverse. Now notice the addition with the arms. Right now the arms are in a neutral position. We fold, the hands go to the knees, and then internally rotate those arms. Spin them around and fold. And reverse. So again, we're opening channels. So this position change of the arm helps pull on this sort of middle back area that gets bound up in our body. So we're folding, so we're stretching from one side, and then we're rolling those arms around, bowing. And reversing. We got one more. This time stay in there for a little bit. Just notice any little wiggle movements that feel good. And then we're back to sitting up straight. Now we step the feet, before we do that, the spine now, shaking loose heavenly pillar, lift chest, chin, pull elbows back. Now fold and round and release. And then drag the body up as you lift up, stay rounded. And then lift the chest, look up, and then fold and bow. And rise and arch. And then fold and bow. And then rise and arch. One more. Fold and bow, rise, and neutral. Now we take that again, step further. Wide stance gives us more room for the pelvis to actually fold between the legs. And we set the arms up like so in this little internal rotation position. so that not only do the hips go sort of between the legs, the rib cage and head go between the arms and shoulder blades. And just challenge your edge there. And then sit back up. Let's do that a couple times. Folding at the pelvis, and then you might even round the back just a touch. Just a touch to get through there. And we're back up. 2 more. One more. All right. Now, the dragon stirs the sea. Lean back. Lean to the right. Sweep on through. And back and around. Take it again. Stir the sea. So we're moving the hips on the leg bones there at the hip socket. We're also getting just a slight bit of rotation through the vertebral bodies. Let's switch directions now. We're getting the shoulder blades and arm bones, and the elbows are bending and straightening. So really there's quite a lot happening here in terms of creating spirals and circles for the body. And we are back to the middle. All right, legs close to each other, arms hang, sweep them out, turn the palms up, reach up. Now here we try to go right arm a little higher than the left, left arm a little higher than the right, right arm a little higher than the left, left a little higher than the right. Sort of like this sort of wriggling. So the spine's doing a little something, the rib cage doing a little something, shoulder blades doing a little something. Again, we're just kind of breaking loose the barnacles. And then both arms, same time, reach and sweep and down. And then bring arms forward, palms facing each other so they're at shoulder distance. Up, way up, reaching, leaning, arching back. And reverse. And down. Back your feet up just a touch behind your knees so that you have this positioning here, the shins kind of diagonally back, just a touch. And then fold, bending at the elbows. Weight goes a little forward. And then push through the earth to rise. Stick the butt back, sink, sit. Again, when you're ready, fold, and energy forward, and then push. Fold, sinking, down. 3 more, can it flow? So where it's just this sort of one gesture. Similarly, when you're sitting down, can it just be fold? Right? So initially, this is the sort of journey from sort of a stiffer body to this body that feels more like liquid, where at first we got to break it into its segments, but then eventually it's just like, oh, water up, water down. One more. Now, 5 squats, sink, pause, and then rise. Go ahead and do that 4 more times. Adjust my camera here. Last 2. Remember, we're not sitting on these ones, we're just squatting. Last 1, sink and hold your squat. Feel that charge building, feel your stabilizers activating, all that good stuff. And then rise, standing tall. Find this quality of ease when you're standing. where you're not grabbing on for dear life, but rather relaxing and letting your body weight get through down to your feet. To help us find our feet, firstly, let's do our Tai Chi squat. Let your knees just softly bend slightly. Best way to find that is lock your knees back, and notice how that's not ideal, even though it feels kind of stable. And then unlock your knees just to the point where you feel your tail literally just descend a little bit straight down towards the ground. Then go ahead and lock your knees again. Notice how your tail can't get through, can't get towards the earth. And then you open the knees up and let them just sink. And then you feel your tail sort of like a bob in the ocean, just go down a little. So now keep this feeling of the bobbing tail as we do our rising hands. So rising hands, the tail bobs up a little. Sweeping down, the tail bobs down a little bit. Bobs up. Bobs down. Just a light amount. And there's even a little bit of a sort of forward and back quality here. So notice this. Rock your weight into your toes a little bit as you go forward and up. And then the weight will come out of the toes towards the middle of the foot, maybe even a little towards the heels there. One more. Now, hands scooped in front, crane flaps wings, big open crane. And down. Now we're going to add a little challenge to the crane here. So turn your feet like ballet. Crane. Now, as your wings come down, let your weight go more to your right leg and empty the left foot. Can you even lift that heel a little bit? And then rise on that right leg. And then when you sink, change to the left leg. And then rise, stay on the left leg, change to the right leg. Rise on the right leg, change. Now for the extra crane hands, as you come up, touch thumb and index finger together, this little kind of crane beak position. And then open the palms and let them sweep down as you change legs. And then rise, thumb and index touch, and then change. This comes from the 5-animal frolic, the crane. Now, when you crane, can you touch the toe out at a slight angle to the corner of the room? And then when you come down, change. When you come up, turn slightly to the other corner. Touch the toe. Down, feet now parallel as you turn slightly. So we're rotating the hips and emptying the foot and just touching the toe as we're craning. And then stepping to parallel, letting the arms come down. Crane. Down. Crane. Down. Crane. Down. Crane. Down. Last one. Crane. Down. Back to the middle. Now we have wings. Roll. Fold up and over. Sink. Once more. Now embrace the moon. Right hand up over, left hand sweep under, embrace. And reverse it. Right hand up and out to a wing, left hand sweep out to a wing, Left hand up and over, right hand scoop under. Embrace. Rise slightly. Gather. Rise. Gather. And once more out to the wings. Arms come down. Changing weight. Over to that right leg. Over to the left leg. Do it like liquid. Spill the liquid. Now, as you change to the left, turn your belly button a little bit left. Keep it turned left as you shift to the right, and then turn, and then shift, and then turn. So remember, it's stay turned left as you shift, then turn. Stay turned right as you shift to the left, and then turn. Shift and turn. Bear washes paws in the stream. Little by little, especially as you find the ability to release the grip in the shoulders and back, the arms start to just want to explore space a little more, which becomes the bear swirls the stream, meaning that outside hand comes around out in front and then comes in close to the body. The other one goes out and around. So I'm going to turn sideways so you can see it. So the bear swirls the stream. And then remember, the bear strikes is just more buoyancy. The arm floats up around chest height and sweeps with an open palm coming across. Open palm, sort of this bear claw strikes. Bear claw strikes. So it's a change of weight and a rotation that creates all that outside movement. Change of weight, rotation, sweep. Change of weight, rotation, sweep. Back to the bear washing paws. So do that continuum again. And just feel how round by round, just putting a little, or rather getting a little more out of the way will allow the body to explore the space a little more. The shoulders loosening up. The bear swirls the stream. Start growing towards the bear, striking somewhere a little bit higher. Little bit higher. Little bit higher, little bit higher, and then it becomes brushy and push. Roll, fold, brush and push. Change, roll, fold, shift, turn, brush and push. Change, one goes down, the other roll, folds up. Then get back to that feeling of it flowing, flow. And imagine too, as a martial art, this is, you know, here comes something coming at you and you're able to receive and send it through. So what we really train is, where is your pivot? Where is that fulcrum, this idea of a turnstile? In comes some force and you're just moving it through. So it's this throughness trained through Tai Chi that becomes this amazing martial art, or this amazing, you know, sort of athletic ability that we can reclaim over time. Soft, supple, swift. All right. And then finally the golden rooster. So now come to that left leg, right foot steps a little behind, toes turned out, shift. Right hand down, left foot touching, left hand pointing up. Change. Heels pointing out, change, and touch. Step back, change. Now, hold this position, option to lift and lower that empty foot, or lift and hold it up. Those of you that can hold it up, consider the idea in this standing leg that we're not locked and we're not like that. we are in this little Tai Chi sync. And that's key. If you can feel that, then you've really got something, and there's a training that's happening there. Change. Switch. And again, I'll turn to the side. So as I'm lifting this leg, I'm actually sitting into the standing leg. Rather than lifting everything up and out, I'm sort of sinking through. But I'm not sitting like a squat. So it's that unique quality there. So let's do that a couple of times, see if we can flow through that. Put the right foot down. So as you change, can you sit through the standing leg to lift that empty leg? Set the empty foot down and then change, sit through the standing leg to empty. Change, sit through, rooster. Final one. Rooster. Now, parallel those feet, both hands into the water, bear water paw. Now, turn it into play with clouds. Shift right. Now, the left hand's going to sweep the lake and vapor up and become a cloud. Shift left. Turn left. Now, it's the cloud. Bottom hand is sweeping the lake. Now the cloud rains down, the lake vapors up. Shift, turn, cloud, lake. Vapor, rain. Shift, turn, cloud, lake. Vapor, rain. Continue, just find the flow of this. Added challenge. As you're vapor raining, if your left foot is empty enough, bring it in, out. Change. As you vapor rain, in, out. Change. Similar to our golden rooster, can you not, if you're going to do the step in, out, don't lift up and then come back down, but can you change and be so sort of sitting through that left leg now that the right foot just can float in and out without any change, right? So there's no rise and fall. It's just change. And then there's no rise and fall. It just comes in, out. Change. Let's add a challenge here. Bring the right foot in, keep it in as you vapor rain. Now keep it in, but change the weight and turn. So now you should have a very close stance. Then as you vapor and rain on this side, step that left foot out. Change and turn. Cloud, lake. Let's do that another step to our left. So first we bring the right foot in. It stays empty. Then we change the weight into the right leg and turn. Left foot should be empty at this point. As you vapor and rain, step the left foot out. Then shift and change. Now we're going to change directions here. Vapor and rain, bring the right foot in, step it back out. Shift, turn. Now, as you vapor rain, the left foot should be empty, so it just comes in. Close. Then change the weight. That's a little tricky one because the feet are close together. Turn. Right foot should be empty. As you vapor and rain, step it. Shift. Turn. Left foot empty now. Steps in as you vapor and rain. Shift. Turn. So that close stance. Now when you step out, don't step so far that you have to reach with your toe. Just sort of skate the foot out and place it on the ground. Just very close. But if you're too high up in this leg, then your toe can only touch. You have to sort of do the Tai Chi sink to get the foot down. And we change. Now let's change directions again. Let's do that back and forth again so we get this down. Vapor rain, step in, step out. Shift. So now we're going to walk to our left, but like kind of crab walk. So as you vapor rain, step an empty right foot in, keep it in. Change the weight into the right leg as you vapor rain. Then that left foot being empty steps out. Shift. Turn. Now right foot should be empty. Step in. Shift. So when I say shift, it means change the leg. The leg that's full. As you vapor rain, step out. Shift. Now, change directions by coming in, out. Then shift to the right leg. Left foot empty. Bring it in as you vapor rain. Change the weight into that left leg as you come across, and then vapor rain, step out. Change the weight. Step in. Change the weight. Step out without any weight so that we can change the weight. In, out. Change. We're just taking one more back to the middle. And on this one, step out. We should be generally where we started. Back to the middle, crisscross. Palms turn to face down. Sink the hands. Turn palms forward-ish. Rising hand. Rock your weight into the toes, sweeping and gathering. Rocking back, drinking into the mouth, down to the belly, and then let your tail just sneak a little bit out the back, sliding the hands down the front as if to dangle your hands down to your toes or towards the floor. Get a nice gentle rounding of the back. And then push through the earth to rise. And we're back to standing. Do that twice more. Palms face forward-ish as you rock to your heels. Hands rise as you rock to your toes. This is this sort of gesture of gathering from the outside, but it's also a gesture of letting the chi flow up and over the top and out to the fingertips. And this is that chi in the body flowing down the face, down through the palms, down through the front of the body to the navel, and then through. Tail sneaks out the back, getting all the way through the earth, pushing through the earth to rise back up. One more of those. We rock back, feel this sort of surge up the back body. Sweeping and gathering in as it flows down through the front body to the navel and through. Rising back up, sinking chi to the belly, settle. Now our closing sort of bookend here is what we're doing. 3 of those. And then from the navel, the idea is that we're spiraling out this life force, and then we're going to return it back to its home. So with the hands resting on the belly button, men, they say, go up the left, down the right. Women, it'll look like you're going this way if I was your mirror. My left is your right. So really we'll all be going, looking like this. Start, we do 18 circles. 3, getting slightly larger, 4, slightly larger, 5, 6, keep going larger, 7, 8. We keep going until we get to sort of the size of the belly. And we just stay there, this sort of like magnets, hands like magnets, just inducing, inviting that life force to expand to all the organs through the digestive tract. And on number 18, pause. Reverse 12, getting smaller with each round. 2, 3, we're going 4, down around the perineum area, pubic area, 5, but now we're starting to get closer to the belly button. Around 9, 10, 11, 12, real small, real small. And pause. And then light self-massage. Palms out. Back of hand. Back of other hand. Place palms over the eyes and front brain. And then slide them apart so they're like you're cleaning the windshield. Rub. Then middle finger touches that nook of the nose. We go up and down, sort of like an air pocket massage of the cheeks. Then middle finger goes out the eyebrow in the cheekbone, circle, 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 circle. Then reverse that circle in the eyebrow, out the cheekbone, circle, circle, circle. Good. Then we go thumbs on the temples, circle, soft circles. Then index knuckles along the third eye and brow. Then finger claws through the hair, along the scalp. Thumbs go right along the side of the temple area there. Then we go thumbs in the base of the skull. Then palms up the back of the neck. Then hold any hair out of the way, opposite hand to side of neck. Massage, back of neck. Switch, side, base of neck, and back of neck. And release down. Ears, full cup, squish, and under. Scissor cut either side, the roots of the ears. Then scissor cut on the dish of the ear. Jaw. All the way down, helping lymph drainage. Again, jaw. Down the throat for lymph drainage. One more. Jaw. And down. Lung point 1 and 2. Shoulder. Lung point 1 and 2. Shoulder. Central line all the way down past the belly button. Central seam. Liver and spleen, lower front ribs. In, in, in. Solar plexus just below the sternum. And then inguinal region, pubic region, groin, sacrum and tail, lumbar. And then our final gesture, if you can, while standing, palms go down the back of the legs as we sit like we did in our little crouch earlier, around the feet, and then come up the inseams of the legs to the navel. Go around a belt line, the belt meridian to the Ming Men door life. Rub, 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 and then down the back, around, in the midline, and up to the navel. One more. Belt, release Ming Men, and cycle. Final gesture, up the outer arm, turn, down the inner. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So you turn the arm. Turn, 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 turn. Other side. Turn, turn. And finally, sink chi to belly. Seal, 1, 2. Head slightly bowed, 5 breaths. All right. Thank you, everybody. Nice job. Any questions, of course, feel free to stick around for a moment after class. Otherwise, you can wave and wander. Yeah, thank you, Carrie.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
Any questions or anything? Anything at all? Sheila, you'll have to unmute yourself. Phyllis, you're also muted, and Karen as well. Hi, Phyllis. How are you?
Hi. I have now put my coffee cup on the uppermost shelf of my kitchen. So in the morning, I have to read like this, get up to my coffee cup.
It is practical. Thank you. That's finding a practical use for that extra inch to get. Yeah.
Exactly. Ugh.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Get my coffee.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Thank you, Otto. I feel a lot better now.
All right. Good, Sheila. Glad to hear that.
See you next time.
Yeah. See y'all next time. Bye.
Here.
You gonna show me your coffee cup, Phyllis?
I hear a thing. Stop.
Phyllis? Can you hear me, Phyllis?
Now I can.
Hi.